Good morning, students. Welcome to yet another video of History, Chapter 3, Nazism and the Rise of Hitler. In the previous class, we discussed about the birth of Weimar Republic. Today, we will discuss about Hitler's rise to power, the destruction of democracy, and reconstruction. With no further ado, let's start today's class. We will start with the first subtopic explaining about Hitler's rise to power. The situation of political instability and economic crisis paved the way for Hitler. Hitler was born on April 20th in 1889 in Austria. He spent his youth in poverty. He lost his father at a very young age. Even his mother suffered with cancer. So he lost his mother also. So no one was there to take care of him. He used to do some odd jobs and spent his youth in complete poverty. When the World War I started, he joined in army as a messenger, as his physical fitness was not up to the mark to become a soldier. He enrolled himself as a messenger in World War I. He became a corporal and achieved Iron Medal for his bravery. Corporal means it is a rank of non-commissioned officer in army. In the process of passing the messages, he was running from one side to the other. He was hit with a bomb and he was hospitalized. His eyes was severely damaged. So after this, the Germans declared their surrender, and which was very shocking for German and specifically to Hitler. Hitler was very unhappy with the Treaty of Versailles and the Germans' surrender in World War I. In 1919, he joined the Germans' Workers' Party. Later, he renamed as National Socialist Germans Party or Nazi Party. In 1923, Hitler planned to seize Bavaria and march to Berlin and capture power. But he failed. He was arrested and put charges for treason. Treason means the crime of betraying one's country. Later, after a couple of years, he was released. Between 1929 to 1932, Germany was worst hit because of the economic crisis. During this time, the Nazi propaganda stirred hopes for a better future in Germany. In 1928, the Nazi Party's approval from the people was just 2.6%. It means during 1928, that time, Nazi Party was approved by only 2.6% of the population. But as the years goes on, in 1932, the percentage rose up to 37. So from the percentage of 2.6 in 1928, by 1932, the percentage of people who supported the Nazi Party increased to 37, and it emerged as a single largest party in Germany. What made Hitler to be the most popular ruler? What are the qualities that Hitler had? What are the strategies that Hitler used to capture the attention of the people towards him? How did he project himself as a savior for the people? Let's check now. He was a very powerful speaker. He used to practice his speeches and deliver effective speeches. When he delivered the speeches, he used to capture the attention of everybody. Even though he addressed a large gathering, he used to make sure that the points what he want to deliver, he used to deliver very clearly in a short and precise manner. He has a passion to deliver speeches and the passion to drive him. He inculcate the habits to all the others also that we were born to rule and we should do something. We should not be suppressed. He played with the words that gets connected with the people. He also promised the people that he is going to build a very strong nation. He wants to build a strong nation which Germany used to prior the World War One. He wants to undo the Treaty of Versailles. It means he promised that he will stop all the promise laid by the Treaty of Versailles. So he promised to the people that he will he will cancel the Treaty of Versailles, which was signed to end the World War One against Germany, and also told that he would revoke all the conditions and get back the wealth of the Germans. He promised to restore the dignity of the German people. He promised employment for all those who are willing to work. He promised to secure the future of the youth. He promised to weed out all the foreign influences which were present in Germany at that time, and Germany will regain back to position. Thus, Hitler became the hope for millions of Germans. So these are the major promises made by Hitler during his speeches, and he became the hope for millions of Germans. Hitler decided to instill the confidence in Germans with new strategies. He understood that to instill confidence in the people, his his speech is not sufficient. He should start working towards to gain his goal. So he decided to instill the confidence in Germans with new strategies. Thus his thus Hitler started a new style of policies. Nazis conduct massive rallies and public meetings to mobilize the mass in favor of Hitler. This has built a sense of unity by instilling confidence among people. These people believed that only Hitler can save them from all the miseries and injustice which they faced. He also had a new style. Swastika was the symbol of his party. You can see here. So, swastika was the symbol of his party. It's it is compulsory that everyone should practice the Nazi salute. After every speech, he used to get huge round of applause. So, till that day, people were living in complete poverty without any hope. In that situation, Hitler appeared as a savior to the Germans. People have the hope that they will be saved from the absolute poverty to absolute stability. Thus, Hitler, from a normal messenger, he became a party leader, the most busiest politician, and the savior of Germans. He is the only helping hand to save the Germans from pond of sorrows and miseries to the state of happiness. Now let's move on to the next slide, help explaining about the destruction of democracy. Hitler proved that he is the only person who can protect the people and solve the social, economic, and political crisis in Germany. On 30th January 1933, the president of Germany, Paul von Hindenburg, has offered the or has offered him the highest cabinet ranks of minister, that is chancellorship. So on 30th January 1933, the president of Germany, Hindenburg, offered him the highest cabinet rank of minister, that is chancellorship, to Hitler. With this, Hitler acquired political power into his hands. But Hitler is not satisfied. Hitler wanted a complete dismantling of democracy. He wanted his word as the final authority in Germany. He don't want anyone to stop or discuss about his actions. On 28th of February 1933, mysterious fire broke out in the Parliament Hall of Germany, the Reichstag. And this was portrayed as an action of the communists. The communists are the arch enemies of Hitler. He turned towards communists. He ordered the communists have to be taken away from the city. The communists were targeted in large number and they sent to the concentration camps. He also ordered some decree. Decree means order. The decree highlighted that the freedom of speech, press, and assembly are being denied, which was guaranteed by the Weimar Republic in 1919, that has been removed as soon as when Hitler came into power. So as soon as Hitler came into power, the freedom which was enjoyed by the people, which was guaranteed by the Weimar Republic, that was completely removed. That is the freedom of speech, the freedom of press and assembly has been denied to the citizens of Germany as soon as Hitler came into power. On 3rd March 1933, he passed the famous Enabling Act. This act crushed Weimar Republic and rose Hitler as the dictator in Germany. Later, he banned all the political parties and trade unions except the Nazi Party and its affiliates. Affiliates means associates. This made Hitler the most powerful person, and there was no one to question him. Economy, media, army, judiciary, everything came under the control of Hitler. He empowered the police department by creating various set of teams which work under him, like secret security, special forces, stormtroopers, Gestapo, special security, then torture camps and concentration camps. So all these are established. Gestapo means the secret police is known as Gestapo. The Gestapo can arrest anyone whom they feel that are involved in any of the activities against Hitler's ideologies and can put them in Hitler's camps, concentration camps, and deported at will. They did not follow any legal procedures. So it means Hitler had gave the power to the Gestapo, the secret police, to arrest anyone who are against the Nazi ideologies or else who are against Hitler's ideologies. And he gave them the authority, if needed, to deport them or else to put them in the torture camps or else in the concentration camps. So this gave police the impunity without any rules and regulations, and without any rules and regulations they can arrest anyone. Thus the democracy was completely distracted in Germany. Now let's move on to the next subheading, explaining about reconstruction of Germany after Hitler gained power. During his public speech, he assured all the people that he will uplift them from poverty, and he assured employment for the youth, and the and he assured a secured future for the youth as well as all the citizens in Germany. So, in order to fulfill all his promises, he started to work on that. For the reconstruction of Germany, he called the famous economist Halmerstadt and gave the responsibility to re-establish the country's economy. Halmer aimed at full production and employment. This was the two target gave to Halmer. So Hitler gave two targets to Halmer, that is full production and employment. So these are the two targets given by Hitler to Halmer to re-establish Germany. He was successful in implementing these effectively. He started a state-funded program. This project produced the famous German superhighways and the people's car, the Volkswagen. As he started to stabilize the economy, he gained a quick success in the foreign policy. He pulled out Germany from the League of Nations in 1933. He occupied Rhineland in 1936. He integrated Germany and Austria as one people, one empire, one leader. So he joined Austria and Germany, and he gave the slogan one people, one empire, and one leader. At that point of time, Sudetenland was occupied by Czechoslovakia. He reoccupied Sudetenland also from Czechoslovakia. This all activities of Hitler was getting the silent support of England, because England also somehow felt that Germany was treated very harsh with the Treaty of Versailles. In this process, Halmer advised Hitler not to invest in war or in military. As in Germany, we all know Hitler does not like anyone's advice. So Halmer has to leave Germany. In order to stabilize economy, we need to have more territories. Then only they will get more natural resources and the economy will develop. So this was the idea of Hitler. So according to Hitler, he wants to stabilize his economy. So to stabilize his economy, he need more territories. And not only territories, he need more natural resources also. Then only he can develop Germany. So to gain more territories and to gain more natural resources, he find an option for that. The Hitler opted war to overcome his crisis. In September 1939, Germany attacked Poland and invaded Poland and started war with France and England. In 1940, on Berlin, the tripartite pact was signed between Germany, Italy, and Japan on September 27, 1940, on Berlin. This pact was strengthening Hitler's power internationally. This pact is also known as Berlin Pact and Three Power Pact. This pact provides for mutual assistance if any of the signatories were attacked by any other nation not already involved in the war, they will help each other. So tripartite act means, so these three countries, uh, the three countries, those who signed the tripartite pact, that is Germany, Italy, and Japan. So these three countries decided that they would defend any of the country when it is attacked by any other country. So they, as per the pact, they signed that if they were attacked by any other countries, they will defend each other. In 1940, Hitler was at the pinnacle of his power. Pinnacle means highest point. He replaced many of the kings in eastern parts of Europe. It means whoever is not supporting, he used to crush them and replaced them with the puppet kings. Puppet kings means the kings who support Hitler. So whoever was not supporting Hitler, he used to replace those kings, and he appointed new puppet kings who will support Hitler. Though initially England was silent with the moves and motives of Hitler, but later, when Hitler attacked Poland, England took it very seriously and declared war against. In the initial years, Hitler was getting success. Hitler, as a part of the promises, what he made, he want to give food and living space for all the Germans. In order to achieve that, he need to occupy some more territories. So his plan was now to hit Soviet Union. So in order to expand more territories, Hitler decided to attack Soviet Union. Many of the historians considered this as the historic blunder done by Hitler. In order to give food and living space for Germans, in June 1941, Hitler attacked Soviet Union. On the west, we have England attacking the German forces, and on the east, the massive Soviet Red Army coming towards German soldiers. So it means it is clear that from both the sides, from the east and the west, German soldiers was attacked. So from both the sides, aerial bombing and attacking on the land. Aerial bombing means it is a type of explosive. So from the both the sides, from the east and the west, German soldiers was attacked. Red Army hounded out the German soldiers from the eastern part of Europe and made them to reach till the heart of Berlin. So it had a historic defeat at Stalingrad, where the Soviet army defeated the German soldiers. So it was at this phase Hitler started to come down rapidly, and Japan on the east wanted to expand his naval base. It started to occupy some of the parts of the French alliance. US was not ready to join into the war because it already experienced the severe economic crisis after World War I. So they were not very active, they were very passive towards the World War II. Japan extended its support to Hitler, and Japan attacked US Pearl Harbor with bombing. The ring of bombs shattered Pearl Harbor. With this, US entered into World War II on the side of England, France, Russia, and USA. USA used atom bombs to crush Japan at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. In May 1945, the World War was completely came to an end. So this was the brief account of what happened in the years of 1932 to 33 and from 1943 to 45. By this, we concluded the main subheading, Hitler's rise to power. In the next class, we will learn about Nazi worldview. Thank you, students. Thank you, students. Have a good day ahead.